everybody, Glenn here. Happy New Year. I hope everyone has a safe and fun New Year's Eve. As for me, I gotta work, but before that, I wanted to bring you one of my favorite videos of the year, the one that I anticipate for a long time. I had such a good time with it last year, and that is my top 5 Funko Pops for 2016. Now, in my top 5, these are, as opposed to what's going on in the tournament, these are not common pops. You know, my favorite pops generally come from the limited editions. They come from the exclusives, so that's where these are for the most part. Also, I'm not including any rides, and I'm not including any oversized pops. These are regular size pops that were released this year and that come from my collection. So this year, a little bit different. I wanted to start with some honorable mentions. These are some other pop figures that I really, really like, but they didn't quite make it into my top 5. So first off, we've got the Enchantress. This is the Enchantress from the Legion of Collectors box. I really like this pop mostly because of the hair. It's very different. The hair wraps all the way around the pop figure and makes it a very thick and heavy pop, and the hair makes it a background for the body of the pop. It just looks great. I love that. That look, that effect came out really well. Next on my honorable mentions, we've got a Chrome. This is the Chrome Colossus, fairly recent edition. Now, as Chromes go, this is as Chrome gets. I mean, you look at it, the lights are just bouncing off of him. And this is the shiniest Chrome they've put out yet. It just looks great. And, you know, they did a really good job, especially compared to the regular Colossus. The regular Colossus is a little bit smaller. Not as, you know, his brow isn't furrowed. It just doesn't look as good. But the Chrome really makes this stand out. It's just so reflective and just looks so great. Alright, and last in the honorable mentions, we've got a pop from the Walgreens exclusive that I just got a couple weeks ago. And this is General Grievous from the Star Wars line. I've been waiting for a Grievous pop to come out for a little while. This looks awesome. I love the cape. And he just looks different than other pop figures. With a, you know, larger head, you know, he looks like Grievous but still looks like a pop. It's just really good. Very, very detailed. Love the lightsabers. I keep going back to his head because I think it just looks spectacular. This is a really, really nice pop figure. Alright, so that's it for the honorable mentions. I'm going to get into my top 5. One thing I noticed when I was going through looking at my pops, looking for my favorites, I noticed that you can't go wrong still with the big 3 companies, so the big 3 series: Marvel, DC, and Star Wars. I tried to get out of those 3 for my top 5, but I couldn't. Those three properties had the best looking pops. You know, the TV pops, the movie pops, the animation pops were good, but nothing came out of the big 3. So that's where we are. So let's start it off with number 5. Number 5. Number 5 comes from this DC line. This is Clark Kent. Some of these I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly what the exclusives are. When I do remember, I'll tell you. But I believe this is a Hot Topic exclusive. This is Clark Kent. I love how much is going on in this pop. Everything from the glasses that are separate from the face. You know, they're not attached to his eyes like a lot of the pops with glasses are. His hat looks great. He's got the tie that's blowing. He's opening his shirt. There's a lot of movement going on. This is a great pop. I wish they'd come out with this earlier. But it's great that they came out with it now because Funko has gotten really good at their sculpts, and this is no different. This just looks great. So, number 5, Clark Kent. Number 4. Number 4 comes from Star Wars, specifically The Force Awakens. This is Kylo Ren. Now at first it doesn't look like it might be much of a different pop, but I keep going back to it because of the texturing. Look at his outfit. Look at that tunic. It just pops because it's so textured. I dig this that it's on a different kind of stand. The stand here is that white snow stand from Starkiller Base. His face looks menacing. Obviously the lightsaber, they did a great job with the lightsaber, making it look in plastic form, that rough edge that his lightsaber has, as opposed to a traditional lightsaber. He's reaching out with the Force. I just think this pop is amazing. I really dig it, and it really grabs me. Even his tunic on the bottom is flowing and blowing in the winds of battle. So I just love this pop just for all of those reasons. You know, stylistically, it's a pretty simple pop, but it just looks so great and just really evokes images of the movie. So that's Kylo Ren at number 4. Number 3. All right, number 3. I tried not to go back. I told you I tried not to go back to the 3 big ones, and I especially tried not to go back to Batman. A lot of Batman released this year, and I've got a ton of them. But I keep going back to this one, and this is Golden Age Batman. Again, doesn't look like it would be much, but I keep going back to it because to me it combines the traditional Batman pops. You know, you've got the square head, no mouth, but it puts a different pose on it than any other Batman pop. He's reaching out. He's ready to punch with the other hand. I like the purple gloves, the different colors, the very simple Batman symbol representing the Golden Age. I like that his eyes are at half mast. He is truly the Dark Knight, and he's ready to fight. Even the blue lining of his black cape just looks great. I just love it. And he's kind of off kilter. He's tilted. His hair, you know, his body is tilted from his head, and it just has a great look to it. I love these action ones, and you know, definitely different than other Batman pop figures. A lot of the new Batman pop figures look great. They try to make them different. You know, the capes are flowing, but even a lot of those are starting to have the same pose over and over again. This just looks great. I also like the animated series one. I almost put that in the honorable mentions, but this made it in the top 5. This is number 3, Golden Age Batman. Number 2. Number 2, this should come as no surprise because I just raved about this when it came out. I actually raved about this before they had made the pop, because when this trailer came out for Civil War and we saw our good buddy Spider-Man in it, we all thought the same thing. Oh, pop. This would make a great pop. This is Spider-Man with the shield. So this is the Civil War Spider-Man after he's taken Cap's shield. And not only is it great because it's so different and it's got Cap's shield and it really reflects Civil War, but they've done so much better with the head. The old, if you look at, I'll put a picture up of the old Spider-Man molds and the heads, they just looked really awful to me. In fact, I don't think I have an old Spider-Man just because I hate the way they look. But this one looks great with the shield, the black trim of his new suit that Tony provided him. He's kind of crouched. You know, he's web slinging other than holding the shield. So this one actually came in I believe it came in the multi-pack that they put out for Civil War. It's not an individual pop. It came in the multi-pack, but this just was the standout of that for sure. So there he is, Spider-Man. This is number 2. Number 1. All right, my number 1 pop of 2016. You might guess this because of some of my earlier videos, but this is the Killing Joke Joker. This comes in as, it was a tough decision, but it's pretty easy to see that this is my favorite pop of the year. It just looks so amazing. I love all of the colors. It's so multicolored. You look at the face, he's the Joker. He's the Joker in The Killing Joke. He's got that combination of mirth and menace that just is great, down to the little cheek dimples there. Again, holding the drink, having the camera, the multicolors on his Hawaiian shirt. It just looks great. Great paint job. They just did an incredible job. It's different than any other Joker pop you're going to see, and really different than any other pop you're going to see in general. It just looks great. I can't say enough about this pop figure. It is really definitely my favorite of the year, and that comes in at number 1. All right, hope you enjoyed this short top 5 video. I'm going to be in January making some other year-end videos. Maybe we'll do some awards or some best lines, worst lines. We'll do some other kind of top 5s, that kind of thing in January to kind of wrap up last year. But I wanted to get you my top 5 pops. I really love the direction Funko is going. A lot of people jumped off the Funko bandwagon in 2016, and for some pretty good reasons. We'd gone through a long period of tough paint jobs, limited lines coming out, exclusives that you couldn't find. Now exclusives are a little more readily available, especially in the stores. But I think it's a great time to jump back on with Funko. Their production is getting so much better. Their detail is amazing. If you look at pops from 3 years ago versus pops from now, there's just no comparison to the molds and the paint jobs and everything. Funko is just going in I think, in a really great direction, and which spells trouble for my wallet and my shelf space. But I'm just having so much fun with Funko right now, and I haven't jumped that bandwagon yet, because I don't think that they've gone downhill. I think they're going up and up, and I think collectors are starting to recognize it, and I hope they keep up that production quality that they got going on. We've got some great lines coming up in the new year. For those of you that have been following Funko, they did a whole thing through the holidays where they were making teases and announcements of new lines coming up in 2017. So I'm super excited about that, and a lot of great Funko items coming out. So even their other lines as well. I'm digging the rock candies. Mopies have kind of fallen by the wayside, but I love Dorbs. I'm getting more and more of those, and I just love where Funko is going. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, throw us a like and hit that subscribe button to see more videos. I got a lot coming up, including a new year of subscription boxes, and we've got a lot of great stuff coming up in the next few months. So I hope you follow us for that. Hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And other than that, we will see you later. Have a great new year. Bye-bye.